Hey guys, it's Kat, and today we're going to do a makeup transformation of one of my favorite bearded characters, the Beast, from Disney's brand new Beauty and the Beast movie that is relaunching with Emma Watson played as Belle, Dan Stevens as the Beast, and the Beast in this movie looks so amazing and well detailed and thought out, so I thought I would recreate my own version of the new 2017 version of the Beast since I've done my own version of Belle, half transforming into the Beast. I cannot wait to see this movie, so let's get into the makeup transformation. First, I'm just using a makeup remover wipe to remove any residue, oil, and grease that I have on my face. Even though your face is clean, you want to make sure it's super clean for a full face of makeup. Then I'm putting a wig cap on because we're definitely going to have to put on a wig later. The Beast has a different hair color than I do, and it's much longer and gorgeous. It's like a light brown, almost strawberry blonde. I'm just making sure that wig cap won't go anywhere with some bobby pins and securing it down on my head so that the wig will fit on better later. Now I'm just getting an aqua paint. This one is by Graftobian, but you want to get one that's a shade or two darker than your natural skin tone to mark down the highlights of the lightest color of furs on our face. Anywhere that's a high point, you really want a reference picture of the 2017 Beast to go along with doing the details of this makeup look, because there's many shadows and hairs that we're going to paint on our face. Once the highlight colors are down, I'm going to get a darker brown aqua paint with a fan brush and start laying down hair-like motions on where darker fur on his face is. Really focusing in the sockets of the eyes, the sides of my face, and the sides of my nose, around my forehead, so that it could blend into the hairline of the wig that we're going to put on later. You want to have a very light hand when you're brushing on these hair-like motions on your face using this brown color. You can use a fan brush, or what I also found that works is a disposable mascara wand to do more thicker defined hair marks. You can even use a disposable makeup sponge to lighten up the texture, make it look semi-real even though it's painted on our face. Now getting my Graftobian cream paint in this very light blonde color. Almost white, but it's a creamy beige off-white color, and it's perfect for the lightest color of hairs on the Beast's face. Again, you really want to look at the reference picture for this, and you want to do an inward stroke down the middle of your nose and on your forehead. It's almost like feathers, but it's definitely gonna look like fur. I always thought of the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz when I was doing this makeup, because he's one of my favorite characters as well, and they have very similar hair-like patterns on their face. Moving on to the darker brown cream paint with a fan brush and darkening in around your face and doing other hair-like motions. If you don't have 3 or more fan brushes, you could definitely keep using the same one as long as you clean it with some disinfecting alcohol and let that dry, because you don't want to put alcohol on your skin. You want to switch in between this brown cream paint with the fan brush and a lighter cream paint, especially around the nose area. The lighter cream paint gives so much more detail and definition. Getting a medium tone cream paint with the fan brush on our eyebrows. And getting a brown eyeliner pencil to darken in and make the Beast's nose. His nose definitely reminds me of a lion, and it goes a little wider than my natural nose. Using that same brown eyeliner pencil that we used on our nose to do details of hair-like motions across the face. Now getting a cream mixed with a light brown cream paint and painting your eyelids and on the bottom lash line. The Beast has a light brownish color here that's like his skin from when he was a human, almost, to him transforming into the Beast. And getting a dark brown cream paint and painting the little whiskers under his chin and under his nose and around his face. Getting that light cream paint again and doing more texture and fur-like qualities around your face. This might take some time, but layering all these different textures of browns and creams on your face is really going to pay off. Now I'm getting a mauvey brownish, a little bit of a pink cream paint on his lips to enhance his lip color. And then getting a black cream paint with a very thin lip brush to outline his lips. The Beast definitely has defined lips, and it helps bring all the shadows of his fur and face together. Just doing a little bit of an ombre effect around that lip line and blackening in the center of the lip a little bit as well. Once his lips are done, you're going to use the same black color that we used on the lips around the shadows of his eyes to give it more definition and blend it out. Now getting a taupe eyeliner pencil and coloring in the waterline, that skin very close to our eyeball, and powdering down his whole face with translucent powder to set all that makeup. Now we're just gonna get a regular eyebrow pencil too, fill in his eyebrows a little bit, and most importantly to do more definition and details of the fur around his face. Again, you need some sort of picture to follow the pattern of the fur on his face. All creatures have different patterns of hair and fur if they have a hairy face, including the beasts. Getting a very thin paintbrush with the brown aqua paint and doing fur-like textures across his face, especially around the bridge of your nose and around your eyes. Whenever I'm painting on fur on the face, it is very difficult, but you want to think of which way the pattern of the fur goes on the face to enhance the shape of the face. If you look at the beast's eyebrow structures, it almost looks like you could still see the faint hint of his natural eyebrows when he was in human form. It definitely gives his face more expression so that you can see that there's actually a man underneath the beast. Dipping back into that light cream paint with a very thin brush and doing even more hair-like textures, fur, especially around your nose area. I know this makeup is looking very complicated and tedious with all these paints, but I promise you anybody could do this with tiny paintbrushes or a fan brush and different shades of browns and cream paints. The end product will definitely be well worth it. Now getting white cream paint with a very thin paintbrush again and painting his little fangs. The beast has such wide set fangs that I didn't feel it was necessary to put in prosthetic fangs because my mouth isn't wide enough to put in fake teeth. So I'm painting them on and then outlining it, as you can see, with some black cream paint just to give it shadow and dimension to make it a little bit realistic even though we're just painting it on our face. And now it's time to try on the beard. Yes, I made a crepe wool beard and I'm painting more brown paint across my chin so that it blends in with the beard. Since our beard is so large and covers all across our chin and even in front of our ears, I'm just gonna get some Pros-Aide to lay down this beard, and coloring it was a pain in the butt. You definitely don't have to make a fake beard if you don't want to. You could just bunch some of the wig under your face or paint little hairs on your neck. Could totally probably get away with that, but you know me, I like to go all out. Just coloring some of my beard hair with that light cream paint so it transitions a little bit better into our face paint. Looking at reference pictures because he definitely has some blonde in his beard of highlight marks. And then getting this wig. I had a color match of my beard with this wig. This is the same wig I used for my Adele makeup transformation. I got it off of Amazon. And it's that perfect strawberry blonde light brown mixture of a tone of hair color. And it's not too curly for the beast, which was perfect. It just needs some slight color adjustments with some color spray to match the beard to my face paint. And as you can see, I'm putting on these big horns. I just got these horns from a costume store. I think they were originally devil horns and I hand painted them brown to be more natural looking. And now I'm getting this big blue coat that I also painted with some white and black to make it look more distressed instead of it being a bright blue. Also putting in these blue contact lenses because the beast definitely has some baby blue eyes. And I love the contrast of these blue eyes with his makeup because it makes his eyes look so much more calm than the aggression he shows naturally in his personality. And with that, we are totally completely done with our Beast makeup transformation from the brand new Beauty and the Beast movie. Honestly, this is one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, so I'm so excited that they are remaking it with this detailed, beautiful Beast. This is probably one of my most favorite makeups I've ever done. It was extremely hard and took me forever to make all the props for it, but I absolutely love it. It was so much fun to take on a little bit of a Beast persona and like sniff in the air and growl. And sadly, it is time for us to transform into a human. Just like in the movie, how the Beast does after he's cursed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Taking off this fake beard involved isopropyl myricate, which is greasy, but it takes off any and all makeup. All the products I use in this video will be listed down below in the description box. If you guys do this makeup or any makeup from my YouTube channel, please post it on Instagram and tag me #CatSketch. Thank you again so much for supporting this channel. You can subscribe for more makeup transformations in the future, effects ones like this, and body painting and beauty makeup. There's so many great projects coming up ahead. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know if any of you guys are super excited to see the new Beauty and the Beast movie like I am. And I love you all. See you in the next video.